A little later on the Saturday afternoon. I'm coming back to something that was met with a little bit of consternation in one of the comments. Um, when I said that I tasted quite a bit of licorice, someone had commented, "Licorice, yuck, that's a turnoff." Well, I'm back here again with the Arran 14, um, which I uncorked a couple of months ago. Or was it? Yeah, a couple of months ago almost. And as you can see, I've had a little bit of it. I've had maybe a dram a month since I uncorked it, maybe a little more. And I noticed that the intense licorice flavor has been diminished somewhat due to the oxidizing of the whiskey with the oxygen in the top part of the bottle. So I'm going to revisit this little Arran malt and see what happens. Mm. See, I'm not smelling licorice at all now. I'm getting some malt and sort of a seaside kind of maritime note to it. Okay, there's a bit of licorice left. I'm getting plums. And there's a kind of freshness, but the licorice is almost completely gone. There's a fruity note like plums. There's a maritime note like salt, a little bit briny. There's that prevailing plum note again. It seems that the licorice has morphed to plum. Well, let's see. Let's taste it. Yeah, there's still a lot of that plum note. Some multi maritime kind of character. More of that plum on the aftertaste. It sort of coats the roof of the mouth, the palate. It's rather pleasant. Let's try that again. I'm sure I still have some of the previous whiskey on my taste. It was the Weems malt. I'm getting a little more complexity here. I'm getting a sour kind of caramel. I imagine a lot of this was aged in ex-bourbon barrels. Does it say anything here? Hold on. Distilled, matured, and bottled in Scotland. Isle of Arran Distillery. Oh, it doesn't say anything about the... Oh. Have I read this before? I don't know if I can read it now. The Arran, 14 years old, is a smooth and richly rewarding experience of the Arran malt, bursting with character and complexity. The extra years of maturation have added a depth of sweetness and spicy to create a fully rounded and satisfying dram. We are the only distillery on the Isle of Arran and a proudly independent Scottish company. Well, yeah, it's quite nice. There's some fruity, some spicy, some maritime. It's a very nice malt. It's a very good whiskey. And that powerful licorice flavor that was jumping out of the bottle as soon as I uncorked it at first has mellowed down to something a lot easier to take. If you don't like licorice, you won't necessarily dislike this whiskey now that it's gone about, well, a quarter of the bottle down. But if you just pop it and you don't like licorice, you won't like this at first. You got to give it time. That's one of those things about whiskey. You got to give it time to get the results you want. Oh, this is really lovely. Sláinte.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food quick.
Yeah.